Now, what if I told you that the biggest acting opportunities were right here on your phone? But you're like, but where do I look? Well, what do you think you're here for? Let me introduce you to the world of the unknown on the internet. Because the truth is, there are dozens of acting casting sites, all these different things, that claim that they can really do it. But which ones are really there to help you out and are telling the truth? And I'm here to be the myth buster, the buster of the wuster, of the who now, the what now, and which ones are actually worth your money. Because some of these, you gotta invest a little bit, Bookie. I'm sorry. But if y'all are new here, hi my little stars. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Mia, back at it again with another video that went from nothing to something. Cause you know your girl working with your favorite celebrities. So I gotta over here spill the tea because we don't gatekeep around here. That's what I like to hear. And trust me, I've seen the good and the bad when it comes to acting in these talent agencies. And so today, I'm breaking down how to find an acting gig today. Actually, right now, by the end of this video, you will be able to submit for your first acting job. How does that feel? I know that felt good, don't it? Yeah. So let's get into this. Let's talk about the free ones, because you know we love a good free 99 around here. So there's a lot of free casting sites all over the internet. There's a lot of free group chats that you can join. So if you Google some things like acting, casting life, casting calls, stuff like that, you'll get a lot of indie movies, you'll get a lot of different things. You never know what you might pull up. But what really matters is the fact that you really gotta be on these casting directors' Instagram pages. Some of you guys know this and some of you guys don't, but on my Instagram page, I actually have a casting call channel where I post casting calls that I see all the time. But in there, you'll actually see all the casting agencies and agents that are posting their casting calls. Still, right now, to this day, like literally, how do you think I just got booked for? Hold on. I'm about to tell you what they're booking for right now. So what we got Molly World Casting. That's one of them. I love her. Love Molly. Shout out to my girl Molly. Love her. She's actually looking for models for T-Pain's energy drink. So that should tell you something. And then guess what? Where I look? On the phone. And it's free, y'all. It's free. So remember how I said you only need to get your headshot and you can just submit headshot full body. That's what you need. That's what you need. Especially when it comes to these free ones, because that's how you're going to book these music videos. That's how you're going to book all these different gigs. Because guess what? Being connected to the right people is what's going to push you forward. So finding all these different casting sites is way easier once you join the channel. So make sure you go on my Instagram, which is Mia C. McNeil, and you'll be able to join and get all those free castings. But let's move on to some other ones. So let's talk about how some of these casting directors actually have their own website. So there is Caps Casting. Those are for a little bit more for the people that are, got that headshot and that reel. And same goes for, Grant Whiteley Casting. So they're a little bit of everywhere. You never know where they actually might be casting at, but those are also different websites that you can go on to. And some of them have the free option, but you might need to pay a little bit of something just to see a little bit more. Okay? And that's when we're gonna tap into the paid. Well, you have to pay for these casting sites. But I'm gonna talk about the ones that I love the most. And let's start with Backstage. Backstage gets a lot of hate only because you gotta look for the people that are verified on that app, okay? You gotta see which one actually are verified. But I booked a lot of good jobs, even a couple beginner jobs on Backstage. Now it is a little bit more on the expensive side, especially considering if you're trying to do the 1 year out where it's like $100. But I'm telling you, you make that money back as long as you're submitting. You'll find different types of work, and it's beyond just movies and television shows and commercials. You could even find UGC content. I found so many different bookings. I've actually even worked with Six Flags on their social media page. Hold on, roll the clip.
Come with me and meet my PR at Six Flags today. First ride done, let's go. Woo, that was fun. Second ride, let's go for another. Ride 3, can't stop, won't stop. Ride 4, just getting started. Refueling at Pino's Pizzeria. Ride.
Clock it. But if you want to do the monthly one, it's usually about $20 a month. And the only red flag I see is the fact that you gotta make sure that they are verified. You hear me? Don't be going on there and be like, Mia, you messed me up and no, don't say that. Mia told you, you just didn't listen. Next, we have Actors Access. So I would say in the order in which I would go, I would start backstage and then go into Actors Access, because Actors Access is where you're gonna get those big roles, okay? Now that is where Tyler Perry's casting director, Raven Drummer, is posting all of Tyler Perry's roles, yes. Cause she's the only one that's doing it for him. So that's where you're gonna find it at. Same goes for any SAG roles. You're gonna see a lot more SAG roles on casting access. That's another one. Actors Access. So Actors Access actually has all these different things for big roles. Like when I say big, I mean the biggest ones that you can think of. I'm talking about all the movie roles. I'm talking about all of them. They're on this site. Now the thing is, majority of everything that an agent would see. The bad news is that there's certain acting roles that you just can't book unless you have an agent. And only the agent is able to see those roles. So that's the only wah. But for the most part, you see everything. I've even submitted myself for Tyler Perry before I had an agent. Okay? So that should tell you something. Because when I tell you I've auditioned, that list is long, Pookie, long. You also need to make sure that you are paying for that membership. Now, I suggest doing the $10 a month one, because then you have unlimited submissions. Because if you don't pay for the actual site, you're gonna pay for each time you submit. You already gotta pay each time you upload a picture. Who are you telling? They trying to get their bag too. But I don't blame them. You know, you gotta make a little something. But that's where you're gonna find those big roles at. So if you are ready for that next step, drop in the comments saying I'm ready, and let me know, because that's gonna let me know if you really about to get on Actors Access with me. Next, we have Casting Network. And I also like to bring in Casting Frontier, because they are literally the same freaking thing. They're just two different websites that post the same shit. But I would say if you had to pick one or the other, pick Casting Network. But they post the same thing, and they post more commercial work that I've noticed than any like real television and film, like the way Actors Access does. But you'll get a lot of castings for commercial work, for that residual income that I was talking about, for UGC content, brand content. You'll get a lot of those on those two sites, especially if you are just a beginner, because honestly, everything really wraps into one. Then we have Project Casting, All Casting, and Stardom. These are a mixed bag. Some of them legit, some of them not. In my opinion, I'm not spending my money on that. But if any of you guys do want to do that, that's all on you. They make me a little weary, okay? They do. They really do. They make me a little scared. But this is how you're going to avoid the scams. If they're guaranteeing you work, That's a fucking lie. Oop, you can't say that. If they're pushing expensive classes before an audition, don't do it. If they offer to pay you first and then you pay everybody else out, scam. So trust your gut. If you feel like something's a scam and it's a little sketchy, don't do it. Because I don't want y'all to get hurt out here. It's a scary world. They will find ways to email you, message you. I get emails all the time talking about something. Yes, I have an opportunity for you, but I'm gonna send you $10,000 and you're gonna have to pay this person, this person, this person. Man, they about to send you a scammy ass check in the mail. And I've gotten a scammy ass check in the mail. But if I had to give y'all a personal path, I would say start out with the free options first. Once you're able to build up a little bit of credibility, especially to get those things on that resume, then we're gonna work on backstage. Making sure you get all those roles on backstage, because backstage is really what's going to build your resume as well. And then you can really work on that actor's access, because that is where the money resides, And this little step-by-step is kind of just to make sure that you guys don't waste your money, because I wasted a lot of money. But to recap, there's so many different casting sites. You could do the free options, you could do the non-free options, but guess what? Everything is on this little device here. So if you're not spending your time wisely and submitting, you can't be mad if you're not auditioning. Huh. Well, since this is almost the end of the video, let me ask y'all a question. Which casting website are you most excited for? And which ones have you actually heard of before? I want to hear y'all comments down below. And my little stars, I'm so excited to say, I'm working on a movie trailer. I wasn't supposed to say that. Well, anywho, don't tell my secret, okay? Shh, because it might work out. Okay. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you for the next video, because guess what? Oh, I'm spilling more tea, baby. See y'all in the next one. Ciao.